What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Sabotage, and are you an awkward motherfucker? Do most of your conversations start off with someone like this? You know, you're in the break room. Hey, Bill. Good morning. How's the weather? It's looking pretty good, right? Yeah, I agree. And that's sort of where your conversation ends. It's very awkward, very plain, very non-juicy, very boring. Don't you want more out of your conversations? Don't you just want to connect with more people, have better conversations? I know a lot of people do. I know I personally do. And here I'm going to give some of the tips I've learned over like the past couple of years, because believe it or not, I'm an awkward motherfucker. Like, I still am, but I'm working on it. I'm getting better and I'm learning things. So let me share that knowledge with you. The first thing you gotta realize is that everybody is in love with themselves. Everybody just wants to go into a corner and fuck themselves. We all want to be the main character in a story. We all want to be in the spotlight at all times. So when you're talking to somebody, the more genuine appreciation, the more genuine compliments you can give them, the more that you can make them feel like they're the spotlight of attention, the more likely they are to talk to you. And notice that I say genuine. I'm not saying you'll try to force some shit. Don't look at them and be like, I need to look for something to compliment. No, if it's not natural, if it's not the first thing that comes to your mind, don't force it, because people can see right through that shit. If you notice that somebody has like some cool ass hair, some cool ass eyes, you just fuck with their style in general, say that, because people are gonna love you for it. Whenever somebody compliments me, bro, that makes my day, bro. I'm like fucking happy as shit. And I know that's the same thing for you. Like, if anybody compliments you, if anybody gives you any sort of appreciation, you're gonna feel that for the rest of your day. It's gonna make your day, and you're gonna want to talk to that person more and more. And also, you just got to be genuinely curious. Like I said, people are in love with themselves. They want to talk about themselves all the time. So the more that you can just sort of like open your ears and actually listen to what they're saying, like actually pay attention, ask questions, go like, not like just like doing that brainless, like not even paying attention on your phone, like swiping, whatever, like actually paying attention to every single word that's coming out of their mouth. It's gonna make that person want to talk to you more, just because they're like, yo, this person's actually listening to me. Because for most people, they just want to vent. They just want somebody they can go to actually talk to. If you're just trying to force your own opinions down their throats, if you're trying to force whatever you're trying to say, and not really listening to whatever they're trying to say, nothing's really gonna work.
Bloody fuck you, bloody!
So be genuinely curious, just like Curious George. Just ask whatever questions you want to ask. Really just be in the moment. Really just listen to whatever they have to say. And don't be afraid to be yourself. Don't pretend to be somebody else, because as soon as you start to be your genuine self around this person, they're gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, who are you? I thought you were this person. What the fuck? And honestly, it's just way more exhausting trying to be somebody that you're actually not, because you're putting in so much fucking like thought into it. You're like, fuck, what would this person say? What would this person do? Oh my god. But if you're being your actual self and you're acting more on instinct, it's a lot easier to just go ahead and just talk to this person. So don't be afraid to be yourself, and don't be afraid to say whatever you want to say. At the same time, don't be like offensive. Don't be throwing people like shade and being negative and all that shit. But it is okay to throw your opinion in sometimes, to actually show that you're not the exact same person as the person you're talking to. They're not just agreeing with everything they say, that you have your own opinions, that you're actually your own person. And one thing you have to realize is that some people have sticks up their booty holes. Like, they are pissed off, they hate themselves, they hate their lives, and they just have this like dark ass aura. So when you go over to them, they're gonna take all this negative ass energy stored right here, and they're gonna fucking throw it all at you. They're gonna cuss you out. They might just ignore you. They'll throw some sort of negative energy at you. And honestly, you just can't go in with the fear of failure. Get comfortable being embarrassed, getting ignored, just like going up to a person, just getting absolutely slapped in the face. It's okay, bro, because the people in the crowd, the people that saw all this shit, they're not gonna remember it. Like I said before, people are in love with themselves. So if you're in public and you get rejected, ignored, or whatever, no one's gonna remember, because they're just focused on their own lives. They're focused on their own shit. So don't go in with the fear of failure, because realize that most people don't really give a fuck about you. They don't really care whatever you're doing. It doesn't really matter what happens. I'd much rather have you living with no regret instead of just asking yourself like, maybe I should have gone up to that person. And actually think of it as a good thing. If you went up to somebody and they ignores you, rejected you, whatever, throw some negative ass, stupid ass poo-poo energy at you, it's actually okay, because it's like a guy, like, yo, that person doesn't fuck with you, and whatever, like, I'm glad that I didn't talk to that person. I'm glad that I'm not talking to that person right now. Like, I'm glad they just cussed me out, they yelled at me, because I don't have to talk to them now. Because do you really want to be talking to somebody with such negative ass energy that's gonna bring you down? And here's the thing, you gotta be kind regardless of how poo-poo a person's energy is, regardless of the negative energy they throw at you, you can't let that bring you down. You can't let it make you throw negative energy as well. Because it's gonna bring you down. It's gonna make you not want to pursue your goals. It's gonna make you all negative and all sad and shit. Yo, fuck that. Don't let anybody get in your head, and don't let anybody control your emotions, your happiness, and how much positive energy you can exert. And when you spread negative energy, there's always so many consequences that come with it. Whereas when you spread positive energy, when you're just kind regardless, there's not many consequences. And those consequences are usually good consequences, because you're never burning bridges, you're never really pissing anybody off. So if you want to be a person that can talk to literally anybody you want, be a person that spreads positivity regardless of whatever happens. And that's really all it takes to talk to anybody. It's not rocket science, it's not the most difficult thing in the world. Obviously, for a person that's more introverted, kind of like me, it's a little bit harder, but with practice, with effort, you can actually get a lot better at it. And that's really all I wanted to say in this video. So if you made it this far, use my fucking goat, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!
times out of 10, I'ma come and get revenge. 9 times out of 10, I'll probably sin again. Watch you through the lens, keep it heavy.